Oh, the vibe's so fine. Saturday, sit down with Mr. Drayton. Shine!
You are now locked in to the Saturday Sit Down with the talented Mr. Drayton. Your favorite place for the best conversations. We're talking news, politics, entertainment, and possibly the ever so rare nipple slip. You are now locked in with the talented Mr. Drayton, and this is the Saturday Sit Down.
Now,
Hey, you guys!
Hola, hola. It is Saturday, September the 20th, year of our Lord 2025. Welcome to fall. The leaves are falling. The man is outside my window cutting my grass and being a distraction to me. So, welcome to fall, everybody, and welcome to this latest episode of Male Media Minds, the Saturday Sit Down, presented by me, Gregory the Talented Mr. Drayton, a.k.a. Alice's baby boy. But before we get started, I ran into this thing that probably thinks everything that I think. So before we get into the pleasantries of it all, I want to show you something. And this is probably my synopsis in a nutshell. My super producer swag, if you will.
When the fall happens, it will be swift. Donnie doesn't have friends, not since the New York financier. He doesn't inspire actual loyalty, and by all reports, every single person who works with him hates him deeply. They are allies of opportunity, people with limited principles, shifting morals, and no loyalty at all. J.D. Vance switched teams as soon as he was ordered to by fascist asshole Peter Thiel. Marco Rubio publicly despises the man and only sticks with him for political expedience. Pam Bondi just wanted a job, and as soon as the ship is ankle-deep in water, she'll bolt. Kash Patel truly believed Trump was a hero, and he's clearly been disabused of that delusion. Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian asset who literally, like for real, prays at the feet of a cult leader. She's in a literal cult. Literally. For real. You think Ted Cruz will truly stick by his side? Marjorie Taylor Greene has already fled. When asked if Trump was a PDF file, her answer was, "I don't know," which for someone as insanely devoted as her, might as well be yodeling his guilt from the mountaintops. When it finally hits, and it will be instantaneous. Every single hanger-on will be desperate to avoid the fallout. Good luck, Donnie.
I love that. I think that
Marjorie was looking a little buff there, wasn't she?
and a little hairy.
Hilarious.
A little hairy, right?
Yeah, let's not say it. Let's not forget a little hairy there. She was a very mustachulous there.
Mm-hmm.
The art of caricature.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God. You know, it's one of those things that. So I'm sorry, y'all. The grass man was at the window. Was like, let me in. I was like, no, don't miss it. Yes. Right. When real life interrupts, right?
Yeah.
Live TV, welcome to it, party people. He was like, yo, I'm gone. Peace, nigga. Now I cannot do this by myself. Of course, I would. Sometimes it's terrible. I cannot do this alone. Each and every Saturday, I drag along the homies to help me. My first homie, I felt like I helped change his diapers. I did not. But I felt like it. He was younger then. He's younger now. The founder of M3, the man that brought me to M3, kicking and screaming. Because I had to tell the story the other day. I did not initially want to do this. This was not on my bingo card, but he made it
Yeah, we
so.
were doing this before it was cool.
Yes, yes. Right before it was cool. Like we were out here in the streets, and now we have the audience to prove it. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
My man, Wednesday nights on again that bewitching hour here at M3, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Malcolm the Philosopher King. What's happening? What's happening, Afro Daddy?
Not bad. It was funny. I was having a conversation with someone when I heard the news that Jimmy Kimmel got fired.
Well,
suspended. I thought for sure that was like a skit. Like he was jealous of Stephen Colbert. It's like, I'm going to get fired.
It was great, though.
I thought it was going to be like this big, what to do is like, pretending.
Yeah,
like last week when you pretended like you had stolen Swag's mic. I thought it was like one of those. I got fired too.
Yeah, I got fired too.
It's like no, he really.
No, we will be getting into the context of that a little later on. Right. Behold, Brother Franklin. Behold,
it's an interesting story. It's still unfolding, but yeah,
and it's wonderful. It gets better and better. Now, ABC is groveling, but we have other news before we get to that. Well, again, Wednesday night, he can catch you, the Philosopher King, doing your philosophizing. And if you cannot get enough of him, I just learned the other day that he's not doing any new episodes. But there is enough episodes in the can for you to enjoy him in the Bearcast. M3 presents Bearcast every Friday. Well, no need to say that because they have already been recorded. So, each and every day you can tune in. And that's probably enough for you to listen to every hour on the hour for the next 3 months. So enjoy. Yeah, so that's one thing. Now, America's favorite cat daddy, America's favorite elderberry, TikTok's own nuisance and menace himself. Tuesday nights on 7 p.m. the bewitching hour as they and somebody asked me the other day, well, why do you do 1 o'clock? Because Saturday was the only day left for me, and I'm not going to do a show at 7 p.m. Saturday night. I would be sitting here alone, right? Because we do have lives, so I would be sitting here alone, talking to the wall, and maybe you guys a little later on. But so I had to pick a daytime. I used to do that. I think I was when I first started. It was 11 or 10 or and then the people on the West Coast started complaining that they could not enjoy it at 6 a.m. so I've rearranged my life, and it is a little better to get started because I don't have to wake up as early and bother Swag as much. So we try to do no, I won't tell this story before we get started. I mean, because nobody knows what I put. This is ridiculous that what I put this man through. It's really the Devil Wears Prada. It's really Miranda Priestley. I'm gonna call my own Gemini ass out. I'm gonna call myself out. Have you seen? I'll call him. Yeah, have you seen that piece of paper? You remember that thing I told you I saw on the internet 6 months ago? Yeah, I need that. I'm doing this now. And as always, with a smile, I'm on it, Rose. Now, sometimes I get a grimace like, this is enough. Okay, now, between you and this goddamn cat, I've had it. Okay. All right. So, just public thank you to both of you guys for being such a heavy support. And so, I know you guys usually see more people during the week. You'll see it the weekly rewind. But I like a more intimate setting because Malcolm and I were talking about the other day, like it's hard to make this particular news fun. It's hard to make it and still be enlightening, and I have to really dig deep to find clips like the one I just found. That really explains what is happening. I'm so tired this week. I got a goddamn tank top on. I'm going to talk to thousands of people with my breasts out, so it's okay. Y'all just bear with me. What's going on, the UK's next top daddy? Good to see you, sir. It is terribly early over there. Thank you for you and your husband to possibly getting some coffee and joining us. We appreciate it so much. Absolutely, absolutely. Now, so from what I've understood about this whole uh, cabal, maybe about this free speech thing. So at the top of the black news, I'm going to have a white woman explain the black news to you because I don't want to get in trouble with the powers that be. So apparently I can't, Malcolm, I can't speak my mind. So I'm going to let white people do it for me. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, M3 and myself, Gregory, and talented Mr. Drayton, gives to you. So after you see the intro to the Black News, we're going to run the rundown of what happened this week and what is going on in Washington. And then we'll break down a few stories. But I don't want to get in trouble with the FCC. So we're going to have a white woman. And I'll explain this again once the opening is over, just in case. You're like, well, why is this the Black News with a white woman talking about it? But I want to be in compliance. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Black News.
This is Black News.
Call me Cotton Mather Effer. Can you tell I'm in Massachusetts? It's time to talk about Donald Trump's else for the week. You have completely fumbled the Charlie Kirk news cycle. Now it's just about how no one's allowed to make fun of you or any Republicans because we're so scared. Pam Bondi went out and talked for about 10 minutes about how she was going to prosecute hate speech and then had to walk it back. I'm talking literally 10 minutes later. You know who else said that hate speech should never be prosecuted by the government? Charlie Kirk. Even Tucker Carlson is out here like, what are you doing, actually? And after your FCC chairman used the power of the federal government to intimidate a private company into firing an employee, so many people rushed to cancel their Disney Plus subscriptions that the website crashed. All of America is just like, ew. Rupert Murdoch's rag, even. No, stop doing that. What are you doing? And then like every other time an American president has tried to use federal power to stifle speech, it just completely backfired. The rest of the late night hosts went on their shows and were like, just dragged you by what's left of your hair. Meanwhile, back in reality, credit scores are dropping at the fastest pace since the Great Recession, 2009. Between canceling your political opponents and sending us back into a recession, you really are replaying W's greatest hit. Is someone going to throw a shoe at you? Because that was my favorite part of the W administration. 46% of American workers are job hugging, meaning not leaving jobs they don't like because there's nowhere else to go. This is also not good. Sales of heavy trucks have been declining, which means we're probably headed for a recession. See, sales of heavy trucks only go up when we're making things here. And since your tariffs, the manufacturing sector has just imploded, so... There's now a 66-point gap between MAGA Republicans and Republicans who do not identify as MAGA people. And even then, 1 in 4 MAGA Republicans also think tariffs are stupid and dumb. Yes, I had to say both. You're bringing back employees that you doged because it turns out you need people to run a government, even if the place you're trying to run it to is into the ground. And half of U.S. healthcare workers are planning on leaving their positions. Why, you may ask? Because facilities are closing and don't have enough money to give them raises. I.e., because of you. A federal judge has stopped you from overhauling the Health and Human Services Department. You're trying to fire 10,000 people. Do you see how these things are related? This thing I'm saying here and the thing that I just said. Are you keeping up? I feel like you're not. 19 Democratic states are suing you over your voting executive order. You asked for a block, and the judges said no. No, we're going to sue you hard. South Korea is now investigating your raid of their employees at that Hyundai plant as a human rights violation. And a Republican candidate for the state house in Virginia has dropped out of the race because he got doged and can't find a new job. So now he has to leave the state. Bye. Alabama has to redraw their racially gerrymandered maps. And try as you might, you just can't pin anything on Letitia James. You're so mad that you can't find anything to pin on her that you're firing people about it. Are we reverting to our TV days? And yet another judge has blocked Oklahoma from teaching 2020 conspiracy theories to school children. Oh, and you're 17 points underwater. Way worse than you were in your first term at this point. It's okay, babe. I'm sure if you keep trying to make it illegal to make fun of you, you'll look big and strong and tough.
Oh, I love her.
The sarcasm is.
Oh, I mean, listen,
Yeah, it is.
listen, Linda. Listen, I'm gonna be in compliance because then they're not gonna snatch me off of YouTube. I like doing this. You know, I'm gonna have white people bring you the sarcasm.
Does that mean we're gonna have to hire a white woman to be the face of M3 so that we can get her to say all the stuff we want to say?
It's fucking crazy, yo.
Congratulations. You're gonna see a lot of that bitch. Yeah, a lot of that bitch. A lot of white bitches, a lot of women, a lot of white bitches giving.
Yeah, I like her.
UK's top daddy. Listen, it's 6 p.m. Okay, you were on the way to the bar.
Oh yeah.
So the exact opposite, not having coffee, but about to have a beer.
Yeah, so I listen. I love it. Turn me on in the bar. Put me on the TV in the bar. UK Daddy, I might have to get you to deliver some news in that smooth English accent of yours. You're white, it works. Listen, I was going to start.
What's going on over the UK with Trump being over there?
Oh, they hate it. We haven't talked about it yet, but I'm gonna catch up to him soon. But they hate Trump just as we do. They put up videos and they wanted that trade deal with Trump, so they gave him the literally the horse and pony show. Literally, they bust out the horse and ponies. But we'll talk about that in a Mail Media Mind Minute. So tune in 5 days a week to wherever you get your fantastic social medias. We will be on in your Mail Media Mind Minute. It could be me, Malcolm. It could be any one of our beautiful cast members here at M3. Where we'll be live in full effect, boy. Mail Media Mind Minute brought to you by us here at M3. So check that out. I was going to start with something very serious, but since we're in another mood, I'm gonna do the Mississippi hanging story second because I don't feel like being sad. But let's talk about Disney stepping in it, and here's the thing: I don't necessarily blame Disney because if the chairman of the FCC said, "Well, bitch, if you don't fire him or suspend him, we're gonna pull your license." I mean, so you're stuck, right? Literally, you have to think about your shareholders, and this is one guy, you know what I mean? And I would have did it differently. I would have managed it like, hey, Jimmy, we got this call from the asshole at the FCC, and he literally said it like a mobster.
Yeah, he did.
He said it like a mobster, and I would have been like, Jimmy.
Or that guy from Locked Up or whatever. So
he sounds like big pussy. A hard way. Correct.
Like, what?
I think
I won't get that booty though.
did we pull the clip of Rafael Cruz talking about that? Was that no? Did I screw? I've run into so many clips.
Yes,
okay,
I do.
So you better know him as Ted Cruz,
right?
And so now this has all caused a really wonderful rift within the Republican Party. It's great. They can't walk and tie their shoes. So here's Rafael Cruz talking about the Republican fallout from the FCC chairman telling ABC this, and then we'll continue back with some more news. Go ahead.
You know how some things in MAGA world always gets boiled down to you either hate Trump or you love him. Well, I want you to listen to what Senator Ted Cruz, a dyed-in-the-wool Republican, had to say about this whole FCC, Brendan Carr, Jimmy Kimmel saga. Listen.
No. Look, I like Brendan Carr. He's a good guy. He's the chairman of the FCC. I work closely with him. But what he said there is dangerous as hell. So he threatens explicitly, we're going to cancel ABC's license. We're going to take him off the air so ABC cannot broadcast anymore. And I got to say, he threatens it. He says, we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way.
Yeah.
And I got to say, that's right out of Goodfellas. That's right out of a mafioso coming into a bar going, nice bar you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. But let me tell you, if the government gets in the business of saying, we
can't
don't like
say
what you, the media, have said, we're going to ban you from the airwaves if you don't say what we like, that will end up bad for conservatives.
Just to reiterate, that was Senator Ted Cruz, a Republican from Texas, and he really lays out what he thinks is a shakedown that's coming from the FCC and the broader threat that he sees to free speech. Now, this is an important moment. It's an important moment to remember that there are some things that are not really about partisanship. They're about principles, and this is one of the most fundamental one in American history. So this debate that we are having about what is the role of government when it comes to free speech, about whether or not regulatory bodies should be using their power to curtail speech, is one that we should all take very seriously. I have to tell you that at the end of the day, there is a debate happening within MAGA world about whether payback should really be the goal here. Christopher Rufo, a very influential person in that world, has basically said, this is tit for tat. They did it to us in the 1960s. We should do it to them. Is this really how politics should work? Well, that is the debate, and we are going to have it.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we're being shaken down by Big Pussy from Goodfellas.
The
And
question
so
I have is like, are the Republicans, the ground on the ground, are they going to care?
They do.
They do.
Okay. Yeah, there is a lot of
we're fucked if
pushback.
they don't. Like,
no, they do, bitch. Because
Okay.
think about this. This is their bread and butter. This is the thing that they go to, and then they're like, wait, no.
Yeah.
Because they realize somebody here's the conversation. Swag. Somebody said, "Do you really does your moniker say slutty, Swag?"
Yes.
Okay.
Remember what you said before the show? You said we were a little slutty. I decided I would represent the slutty.
That's funny.
That just stopped me in my tracks. I'm over here performing.
That's hilarious.
I'm over here performing my ass off, doing it. Like doing a soft shoe tap, like digging it. Ones and twos going off. I'm like, wait
a minute.
Excuse me, sir. No, I have to back up and explain that. So somebody asked me the other day, I love your show, Greg, but explain to me, it's not all over the place, but there's a definite groundswell. And so they are on the Facebook page. And it's like, you talk about news and got some comedy. I said, well, we do slutty news or slutty. We are slutty, serious people. So we watch the news naked. So, and today I bring you, the news in a t-shirt. I bring you with my tatas out. So Swag changed his moniker to Slutty Swag. So
but what's funny?
Maybe I don't have any pants on. Who knows?
Maybe you're not wearing any panties, Mark. What is it, Malcolm? What's happening?
So thinking about what Brendan Carr said, who's the chairman of the FCC. Yes. It's interesting that it permeates non-political news because there are a lot of tech companies that have been getting a lot of harassment from Brendan Carr, especially Facebook, for regulating speech on social media, specifically political news. Like
I have
Facebook.
had several videos taken down. It's so bad I have to have Malcolm do the.
Facebook just completely removed all political ads in the 2024 election. They did. They said we don't want none of it. We're not taking it from the left or the right.
Yeah, and I don't blame them, yo. You want to keep your $1 million cow going,
basically. And so Brendan Carr was really threatening Facebook for constraining free speech on Facebook.
Right.
And how in the fuck are you going to say that when you fucking threatening? ABC like you're a fucking mafia boss, right? Like, what the fuck?
I'm going to tell you that the Supreme Court, I did a little digging in the dirt, and the Supreme Court was faced with this question last year. And the Supreme Court said, and I quote, it is not the government's job to police free speech. That is the job of a fascist or a dictator's government. It's in writing, and I seriously doubt that they changed their opinion this time. So with that said, I have gotten the good news on a good authority that Jimmy Kimmel is suing at the shit out of ABC.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He will.
No, he's suing right now.
No, I'm just saying he'll win. That's
definitely he will win.
Like he has the law behind him.
He has the law behind him. And also the other good news is that the other late night hosts, his compadres, have taken up the mantle. So you only made it worse, President Dump and FCC Chairman Boogity Diggity, whatever your name is, and this, and you do it in the name. You have shitted on the name of the podcaster that died for this. You have shitted on his whole gig. His whole gig was, I want the right to call black people dumb and black women ignorant. And that's his whole thing. He wanted the right. And here you go in his name, and
it's so clear that like they are using this as an opportunity to just steamroll over anything that they don't like right now. It's just so evident to me, and it's like y'all don't see. Well, of course, because I've been seeing a lot of like back and talk on social media stuff like that, and it's like I like I told you the other day, I got into it with some chick on Facebook. It's like, well, I've never seen any racism.
You are an internet pariah. You are such a nice man in your personal life. But give you that keyboard, baby. It is on. He is cutting off. He's like John over there. He is cutting off motherfucking. He is cutting cords on bitches. So UK Daddy answered your question here and says Trump was a joke. Got some great memes out of this visit. I expect for you to be sending them all to me.
Yeah,
I have seen a few.
I saw one where Trump said that he was the first president to have been invited to Buckingham Palace, and it's just like, here's a list of all the presidents that were here before you, dude. You're not the first, so I tell you.
The meme that I saw was where they dressed Trump like a king to match Melania's dress. I thought it was hilarious.
And there was
he looked like the king from fucking Burger King,
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And there was some hullabaloo about her not following protocol. The English are big on protocol, and like she wore a hat bigger than the Princess of Wales or whatever. And it was just like, oh god. Top Daddy, you guys need your own printing of the UK TV show of putting images up while you have Trump. Listen, we try. Now, this is my favorite comment of the hour thus far. Is there a limerick that goes with slutty swag?
I have one, but it will probably get us banned, so I'm not gonna use your imagination.
I'm going to wait a minute. I haven't said this in a while to you, Swag. Nutty Buddies. So he could be pissed off. He could be pissed off, ready to beat me and the cat. And I just go
just say Nutty Buddies, and
Nutty Buddies, and it's just it just falls to pieces. But there is definite fallout behind this, and this is gonna kind of flow into. This is one of those things you fuck around and find out. So ABC is feeling the burn from. It was a rash decision. They should have really thought about this. I understand. Now that I know more of this, I totally get, Sinclair Broadcasting, which is a very
conservative.
Right. Yeah. Okay, Malcolm, thank you. I was trying to be,
I mean, they're known to be conservative.
Yeah, I was trying to be kind, but very right-wing leaning broadcast company, and they own shit tons of stations.
And there was another network as well. I can't remember the name of it, but they were up for a merger with one of their competitors, and so they went along with Sinclair as well.
Right.
So there were something more like 900 stations that cover ABC that were not going to air Kimmel. So I think in a sense they were pushed to suspend the show because it wouldn't have made sense.
Well, hold
like
on.
More than 80% of the channels wouldn't have shown it.
So I don't know. It's more affiliates than that. But so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like literally only about 20% of your affiliates would have been airing the show.
But now they are walking back and eating crow. According to Lace reporting about the Zeitgeist, Disney's like, hey, we're sorry, bud, because they are losing. Well, I'm gonna let the white boy tell you, because again, I have to let white people tell you this stuff. White man, oh white man, can you please? Thank you. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, white man with the curly hair.
Right.
It should be labeled "fuck around and find out."
Yeah,
white man. Yeah,
I just gotta.
What I'm saying, Malcolm?
I gotta drag it over. Sorry.
Okay. No. Malcolm, it's hard. It's hard.
It is.
It's hard.
I gotta get a better setup myself.
No, it's hard because I can't say certain stuff, but I have to say let white men say it. Right. So so I have to be like, oh, white man, could you please report this for me? I don't, feel like, and he's all in the bed and stuff. So I mean, no matter how.
I'm just saying they have been getting something. Like I said, Brendan Carr has been getting negative news on tech broadcasts, like The Verge. They were supposed to be reporting about the Meta glasses and the iPhones. And instead, they're talking about, fucking Brendan Carr and this shit because it affects.
Because he's a dick.
Yeah.
He's a penis.
I really want some of those Meta glasses.
I don't know. I barely can see out of my regular glasses. Fuck Meta glasses.
If they do what I don't think they're there yet, but like maybe 2-3 generations they will. I don't know.
You think so?
I want it to work.
Okay, here we go. Hey, white man.
I just woke up and saw that apparently millions of people canceled their Hulu, their Disney, their ESPN after ABC took Jimmy Kimmel off the air. Oh, fuck around and find out is damn right. I see some people say this, particularly like the I've Had It girls. They say these corporations, these billionaires, these politicians that are bending the knee, they're all so short-sighted because you're getting a pass to do whatever you want and you're gaining favor with the president now, but you don't think about 5 minutes down the road after you do that and all your customers abandon you. Did you not see what happened to Target? They are a fucking pariah now. And now ABC, Disney, Hulu, they're about to join the club. And hey, quick tip. If you don't want to be referred to or thought of as fascist or bending to fascists, stop doing that. Stop acting like one. Not that hard. And if for some reason this is the first you're hearing about all this, yes, Trump's FCC goon didn't like the things Jimmy Kimmel was saying, so he called ABC up and said, we're gonna pull funding, we're gonna cancel your broadcast license unless you do something about it. So they did. They did something about it at their own peril, to the detriment of, centuries? I don't know how old these companies are, but a long time that these legacy companies have been around, and they throw it all away. For what? For what? If you ask me, they deserve every single bit of backlash they're gonna get. So let's keep it up, y'all. Give ABC, Disney, Hulu, ESPN, everything else under the ABC umbrella. Give them the Target treatment. Let's see how long they last.
I'm sure he's a Brooklyn white gay.
Why was it the Stanley mug thermos that gave it away?
And the expensive microphone, the great hair, the bamboo bed. Like he woke up like that.
That was kind of cute. That was.
I'm like, damn, nigga. Interesting. Like I'm telling y'all, just for the next few weeks, white people are gonna I'm gonna find white people to tell y'all black shit. Okay, I'm just letting you know right now, because I just can't. I don't want to run no chances. So if it's coming,
I'm sure like the people selling Amazon Fire Sticks are going to be getting a lot of customers.
You so Malcolm, right? I hear you.
Get their shows bootleg.
Right. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell y'all a thing of three, as my girlfriend Premium Cooler would say. Let me tell y'all a thing of three. I ain't boycotting a goddamn thing because what Greg Drayton did was voted for the black lady. Okay, so I did what I needed to do. I voted for the black lady. I went out there. I made phone calls. I did what I had to do. So now, when these people are fucking, I've already known what you are just finding out. So I don't. I'm not going to deprive myself of the Golden Girls and Family Guy because of the rest of the nation. All right, go ahead.
To me, it's like the line on when a joke is too far, because sometimes I do feel like some jokes go too far or whatever. But I heard. First of all, I should say, like, I don't really like Jimmy Kimmel, but that's neither here nor there. The joke that he told was barely funny, but it was making the point that, that Trump was using the death of Charlie Kirk to advance a political agenda. And a reporter asked him, I know your friend died. How do you feel about it? It's awful. It's awful. We just broke ground.
But we just broke ground. It's beautiful.
And he made the joke something like, the fourth stage of grief, construction.
Like, I mean, but it's true. It's like, and again, that kind of goes back to what I'm saying. It's like they are literally using this to get the way they want. They could care less. This is just another stepping stone in their attempt to, take total control of the United States and the world. So
now, but the thing that I love about this, Swag, it's one of those things yet again that's blowing up in their face, because what it does, it makes people that clearly was not so. I have a clip coming up, and I might just go ahead and play it with Don Lemon interviewing an old white gay. And this old white gay in New York kind of gets to the crux of what the issue is and was and it's going to be. So if that's right in front of you, let's go ahead and take a look at that, because this is it for me. Do
you know who Jimmy Kimmel is?
I'm afraid I don't.
He's a late night talk show. He was taken off the air for making a joke about how Donald Trump responded to Charlie Kirk's death.
That son of a... Well, it doesn't surprise me. Nobody can say anything. This country is beginning to sound like Putin's Russia, or you probably don't even know who I'm talking about.
You're going to say McCarthy.
Exactly. Yeah. And I get apoplectic about that, because 2 people in my family got caught in that mess.
In the Red Scare.
Uh-huh. And I got caught in the Lavender Scare, but that's another story.
People were turning in people for being gay.
That's right.
Yeah. They're asking people to turn in their coworkers, for sure, if they hear them say something that they don't like about Charlie Kirk.
Why does that sound familiar? Like the wheels turning again. Time doesn't go straight, it goes in a circle. But you know who the real villains in this whole thing are? 60-some% of American voters who didn't.
I love you for that. It's true.
My family's lived in this town since the 1850s, and we had many generations we could not even vote for a school board. Burns me up. There are people that think this is some kind of a game. It is a privilege. Half the world can't.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And the actual number is 63.1.
Yeah.
Of eligible adult voters in this country did not vote.
Right.
So you are the motherfucking villain. So guess where you gonna find me? Watching Hulu, going to Target, going to Walmart. That's what I'm doing. Because what did the talented Mr. Drayton do? I voted for the fucking black lady. I did. I voted for the black lady. I made calls for the black lady. I supported Joe Biden. I support this Constitution. I support free speech. I've done every week. I get on this motherfucking platform and I tell you, if you have not, there's an election on November 4th in my home state, the great state, the Commonwealth of Virginia. Now, according to the polls, which we don't believe anymore, Abigail Spanberger is whooping this black woman's ass. Now, of course, no state is going to after this debacle. So she's a shoe in. But there's the Democrats are set to do away with Republicans in Virginia. This Jimmy Kimmel thing has done has made people that could care less about the dead podcaster, the unalive podcaster, people that care less about politics. This is something that affects everybody. When you tell a motherfucker you can't say what the fuck, we are built on that. Americans pride themselves going to the store and cussing a bitch out. People pride themselves of going to the goddamn Popeyes, be like, my bitch, my chicken ain't right.
Right.
The fuck? We're gonna eat, we pride ourselves on that. Yeah.
Because even if you found what he said offensive, which is crazy in my eyes, he should still be able to say it. Like he should really actually be able to say it.
Again, and the rules on that is if you are not threatening bodily harm, if you're not impeding on public safety.
Right.
I may not listen to and hear me out. And this is going to be in our next segment because Malcolm made a post yesterday that was completely misunderstood. But I do not support a damn thing about the unalived podcaster. But what I do believe that he had the right to say whatever he wanted to say. He did. Like, I don't want him. I did not want to see this man unalived for saying the things that he wanted to say, that people paid him to say. That I don't agree with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's not how this works. I want to sit here and have my ass cheeks lifted and separated in this wonderful chair. You see this right here? Secret Lab, send me a coupon, Secret Lab. Secret Lab. I'm doing a whole commercial. I don't want, you should not be afraid. I should not have to look for white clips for white people to deliver black news. That it should never be that way. Yeah. It should never ever have to be that way.
Right.
But I am mindful now. I'm mindful. It took me a little longer this week to do the show than normal. It took me a couple of extra hours. It took me some
see
thought.
through the eyes of some racist white folks. Right?
No, that I did not do. No. That's what I did was because, let me tell y'all something. This country, as fucked up as we are, has been very good to me and my family. And because I have never spent a day without food. I've never spent a day without shelter. I've never, most times, spent a day without employment. I've gotten education. I have, been able to go here and there and to and fro, as my grandma would say, with relative impunity. So this country has been relatively good to me. Now there's a little thing of slavery and racism and Jim Crow, and that's the bigger picture. But I'm just saying, my day-to-day life, I live in a house, I live in a community, I live in the blackest spaces of all. I'm able to sit here with my friends and throw pennies at people. So listen, and I have been to over 26 countries in my life, and I've always come back home to America and kissed the ground, because there's the place, even at our worst, the feeling, the I can, and the thing about America is the I can spirit. It's the I can. It's the possibility of, and so I think they are making a mistake. When I say they, the MAGA Republicans are making a mistake, and because you're taking away kind of stuff initially that people don't feel. Most people are not yet at retirement age, and most people aren't on Medicaid or Medicare, so they could care less about those things. But when you tell a motherfucker you cannot say this nor that, that is a problem. When you tell somebody you can't say this because I said so, here is the problem. So, good luck to Jimmy Kimmel. I will continue watching The Golden Girls and Family Guy. And, well, actually, that's really the only thing that Hulu has that I enjoy. I'm not. Yeah, because I'm really like an Apple Plus guy. I'm really like they got the foundation and all the.
Well, we already know Tim Cook bent the knee, so
well, with good reason. Now I'm starting to see why. If you had to bend the knee a little bit to get some shit on my phone, hey, listen, bro.
Yeah, if he hadn't bent the knee, that iPhone would have cost about $200 more.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you, Malcolm. Mine's in the mail, motherfucker. I'm all right with that.
Exactly.
Tim Cook has been on his knees before, and he will again. That was a homosexual joke. Tim Cook is a famous homosexual, so therefore, John J, my man, what's going on? I'm sitting here getting oil change and tuned in, and I have one question: when did sweet Polly purebreds become sluts?
Sure. So I sometimes do forget about that. Like that used to be a thing where, like, Tim Cook was, head of the largest company and happens to be openly gay. This is true. That prior to him, there had been 0 openly gay CEOs.
And now we don't give a fuck. We just want to know.
We don't give a shit.
Now we just wonder why our camera does funny shit on our goddamn phone.
We literally use the first.
Why the 17 doesn't look any different than the 16?
Yeah, bitch. What is it, Tim? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. With your gay husband, right? Tell us why. So and more news this week. There was some serious news going on. In case you haven't been under a rock, a 22-year-old man at Delta University was found hanging on campus at 7 a.m. It's a Sunday morning, hanging, and the police there and the campus officials ruled it a suicide. Of course, they always rule black people that hang and say that they unalive themselves. The family has spoke up and said, we smell a rat. Their family has now since hired attorney Ben Crump, famed Trayvon Martin attorney, and turned famous now civil rights attorney Ben Crump says we will not take partial and half truths. The NAACP has come out with a statement saying the numbers show that when black people unalive themselves, it is not via hanging in a public space. Right. So they are Colin Kaepernick has entered the fray on this and has paid for an additional autopsy of Mr. Reed's remains. And I want to say Oprah and maybe Tyler, they're getting together and having some additional discovery. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
And there's another story that's kind of somewhat attached to this. A Fox News commentator got in trouble for saying that. Do we have it? Do we have that? Yeah.
Yes.
It's attached to it and sort of attached. He got in trouble for saying this.
Billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Right. I would say this. We're not voting for the right people. In North Carolina, wake up.
He just suggested.
Fox News is still on the air.
Yeah. He just suggested goddamn euthanasia for human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are unhoused.
That's the people that they don't like. That's the thing with the right is like, as long as you're saying things that they agree with, they're perfectly fine with you saying whatever you want to say. But as soon as it's something that they don't like, then they want to lower the boom on you and say that you're not allowed to say that. The violence is coming from the left. The violence is coming.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. So Rupert Murdoch, somebody said something to this before because they made him do
he
it.
apologized.
Yeah. And so now the caveat to the unaliving of the black man or the possible unaliving of the black man, suicide, whatever they deem it as. This story is we are noticing there are several around the country. There are hundreds of missing unhoused people, and there are videos of unhoused people getting unalived and ran over by cars. And in
Right.
small towns, there was a story reported in a small town in a southern state. There were 3 unhoused people ran over by cars. So because this is the bro culture that we were talking about, Malcolm, that lonely white male, I'm gonna say it, that lonely white male here in his basement. They have grown up on the internet, much like the shooter of the podcaster, and they get indoctrinated in one thing or another. And this is what happens. This is what happens. We pray that we pray here in M3 that nobody is out there unaliving unhoused people for sport.
Yes.
That is
Right.
sinister, and you will burn in 3 levels of hell. Trust me.
Yeah,
And
this is something I think that when you are trying to figure out the level a society has, or the level of I don't know how you would put it, the level of dignity that you show the least of your people is the way that you judge a society, right?
Yes.
I remember there was this anthropologist who said, like, how did we know when society began? It was when people who had lethal injuries to their skeletons who survived into old age. That's when we knew that when we started actually taking care of people who were injured instead of just letting them die.
Yes.
That was what it means to be human, And so, like, as soon as you let go of that, you are becoming like a beast, like an animal. When you
and just think about, and so after we finish it, we're gonna do a small fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
So in the fuck around and find out, people are now finding out the cutting of Medicaid. Your mama and your papa are in a home, and it's paid for by Medicare. And these people are not going to take care of your parents for free, and they are getting. I've went through 10 clips, if not more, of white people that have voted for Trump. They're saying, "Oh my God, what are we going to do with Nana? What are we going to do with mom and daddy? Because the home is not going to take care of them for free, and the cuts are to the very thing they need." Congratulations, white people! You have done it. You have helped to
you've
get rid
shown
of
us.
yourself.
You have owned the libs. Congratulations.
Yeah, and not only that, Mr. Slutty, they not only that, dude, you are helping, you're not furthering your race. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all you can't, and this is how to put it to the white people over on Untruth Social. Honey, you are killing your people. You are not allowing your elderly, the biggest bloc that votes Republican.
Right.
You're unaliving them at a faster rate and anything because they can no longer go to the doctor. Now, black our life expectancy has not changed, but it is proven, and it will be, the white people will change their life expectancy because they won't have the health care available that they did before. Prayer to the family about the hanging of their son, and we will keep you posted here in M3 about any updates about something's going on.
Right.
Allegedly, there has not been a recorded open lynching in America since 1981, allegedly, but this goes on a lot in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And that's where Delta University is. I'm not trying to besmirch the name of Delta University, but you had a hanging on campus. So
right. Yeah. I think it's one of those things. If you're an investigator and you're being honest, you have to consider this as a possibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
it's not even a consideration, it's a fact.
It's just a fact, right? It's just like,
look, I got a black shirt on, facts.
Right.
Right. Just
Mississippi
facts.
is just one of those states where, there were always judicial killings.
Boy,
Kind of
Nina
part of it.
Simone, my favorite singer, Nina
Yeah.
Simone, made a song about it, and it's called Mississippi Goddamn.
Yeah.
And she made it in 1964, and it's 67, I'm sorry. And it's still the fucking same. Listen to the
It
lyrics,
is.
and it's still the same. It's still all the same in 2025. Mississippi Goddamn. That's all I have to say. But we do have some lastly, we refer to him as Cash Patel.
Oh god.
The FBI director, Mr. Unqualified himself. But if you ever wanted to know how to pronounce his actual name, we have found it on the internet. My trusty, beautiful assistant Swag, could you please turn the letters?
Wait. The FBI director, Kashyap Patel. I said that in my Indian accent. Kashyap Patel said that he would see Kirk in Valhalla. Bitch, Patels are fucking farmers. The fuck are you talking about? Go back to your coke den. You are an embarrassment, you fuckwit.
I've been seeing these memes. Have you seen like his official like FBI photo, like the way he looks?
No, but I do have a related clip that I think ties into this. So let me go ahead and play real quick.
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
So that's what he said for real, but then they AI'd him into like oh my god.
Yes.
But he has this photo. I might have to put it into the VIP room. But he just looks like a deer in the headlights. Like his eyes are just like.
Yeah, he's got
dude,
crazy
dude, these bitches. I mean, these motherfuckers were parked. They were us, but they without degrees.
Oh god.
At least we have.
But between him and the FCC, like all these little little catchphrases and stuff, but it's like we are literally in a reality show right now, and they're all trying to get TV time with saying something cool like I'll see you in Valhalla, or we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. It's only a matter of time before somebody says, make my day, or something stupid. Like, come on.
Like that with that guy from Home Alone.
Right.
You're a filthy animal.
Yeah, exactly.
He does. It's just a Swag identity change, sweet Polly. I love that. Sweet.
I have told y'all I am not always Mr. Manners, so just say it.
Oh wow, that's not sweet Polly purebred. I love that for you. And so please, this is not. And I want to say this before we move on to fuck around and find out. This is no time to turn a blind eye. Like this stuff is starting to boil down to the nuts and bolts of it, and it's starting to affect us in our everyday lives. There is a problem when we cannot say what we want. So please know that we want to continue with our freedom of speech. And I want to be able to sit here and be able to curse and call the president. What's my favorite thing to call the president? This.
Cankles McTaco tits.
Yes, this. Cankles McTaco tits. And he has on his lesbian Melissa Etheridge makeup on the picture. I love it.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm. So and I want to us to continue to be a nation of at least free speech. I mean, listen, my problem is not. My problem was with MAGA, not Republicans. If you have a policy difference, that is normal.
Yeah.
But you don't. You don't. Your belief system is not one of that. Me and my people should not exist.
Right.
Bitch, you stole this land. You stole it. Christopher Columbus discovering America is like a bitch, like Malcolm coming into my living room and telling me I now own this house. Well, bitch, I disagree. Yes, I love that. So, listen. So that ends today's segment of the Black News. Tune in each weekday for Mail Media Mind, where we give you updates on important news daily that affects your life. So you got to know when the fucking killer is coming. So tune in to us each weekday. We don't have a time. We try to get it done sometime in the afternoon to let shit hit the fan. So at 2, 3, 4 o'clock, sometime to let the shit hit the fan. You kind of digest it, But if something, if somebody in Black World dies, we'll hopefully we'll all bubble wrap Patti LaBelle and Shaka Khan, and Denzel Washington, Spike Lee. Stay safe, stay safe, Sam Jackson.
Yes.
Stay put, Viola Davis, honorary Black lady Sandra Bullock. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay late.
Oh, God.
Black Mama Angelina Jolie. You can catch her skulking around Atlanta anytime.
I think we'll have to get that honorary award to oh gosh, what's her name? Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, is she an honorary Black woman now? She's so selfish, though.
Yes.
Julia will say shit like
between what we found out about her connection with Dr. Martin Luther King and the interview that she gave with Ayo Adebri in Italy.
Oh yeah,
that
she is.
Yeah, she honorary Black now. I'm invited
because the only Julia be selfish but be like, look, that bitch dead, but I will be here for years to entertain you. Thank you.
Right.
I love her. I love Julia. She is amazing. We're talking like this is a dramatic series. The series finale of the U.S. is worse than last season of Game of Thrones.
Isn't that the truth? I mean,
Season of America fucking sucks.
It's bad.
I'm gonna tell you this season of America. But I do want to end the Black News by saying, listen, I can report whether I'm in this seat or not, whether it's beyond our time or during our time, it will get better.
Yeah.
Just do your part. We cannot forget that this is a democracy built on the people for the people. That means you have to take off work and go vote. You have to be diligent about every election. Dog catcher, booty wrangler, anything that calls a vote. You know what I mean? We have here in my community, we're going to be voting for mayor. And I hate every last candidate. I'm like, they are flawed. We live in one of the blackest cities in America. And every candidate is flawed, problematic. But I'm going to pick the best of the worst. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to fucking put on my Chuck Taylors. I'm going to go out there and do, because just in my lifetime, my grandmother was born when she couldn't vote. She was an adult when she could vote. You know what I mean? That is serious. That's in my life. That's in my generation. That's people I know.
Right.
You know what I mean? You think about that. You think about we live in a country, and I'm going to move on to fuck around and find out. We live in a country that we had to amend the Constitution of this very country to include people of color. Yeah. And we still didn't codify it. So they had to, every so often, have to go in and redo the Bill of Rights to amend it for us. And now Kanko's Big Taco Tits is reversing those things.
Right.
So now it is legal to fire you, no reason given, and race could be any of them, gender, sexual orientation. Now the gays who could get married for the last decade or so, a woman that's been divorced 3 times and has children by multiple men, and is a big booty, stank pussy ass whore in Kentucky, Kim Davis, I'm talking to you, babes. It wants to see the fact that you cannot get married. Now, I know you gays and you queens out there, Fire Island gays and the WeHo gays, y'all think y'all have made it, so y'all put down y'all mantle and y'all don't have to carry that shit no more. But let me tell you something. They are cutting money, and they're going to cut money to your HIV drugs and your PrEP and your Doxy PrEP, and y'all going to be catching herpes and HIV yet again. So I'm just telling y'all think that this is not affecting you. And, and if you black into your house, you think this is not affecting you. When your project is shut down because they're not giving you the subsidies, and you got to get up there and you go work at the Wendy's and fuck up my burger, I'm affected, you're affected, we're affected. That's it. The shit travels downhill. So if you think that you can get away, politics is not important to me, I don't think about it. Bitch, when you go and your taxes, whatever tax, payroll taxes, whatever tax you pay, are tripled and doubled, and all of your money is going to fucking PDF files in this nation, then you'll see. Thank you for joining me for the Black News today. Let's move on to Fuck Around and Find Out. So run this for the Fuck Around and Find Out. And this is so amazing. So amazing. I couldn't even believe with the Mexican gentleman. And okay.
I just saw a video of Kamala Harris speaking, and she looks drunk. She looks incoherent. And holy freaking crap, we dodged a bullet. I mean, we all participated in bringing a true leader back into the White House. God bless America, guys.
A few moments later.
I'm sorry to my community for voting the way I did. Now I can empathize and sympathize with the black community. Now that it's here with us too, it's like crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell. And it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted. I didn't fucking vote for this. Number one, imagine that they give you a freshly squeezed lemonade.
And now, with your brown ego bruised and your crumbled white fantasy, you come crawling back with your watered down lemonade analogy. He is another example that internalized racism is costly. He's only leaving MAGA now because he's just figured out that no matter how hard he betrays his own people, no matter how far he's shoved his tongue up white supremacy's ass, they still rejected him. You pretended like you didn't know racism exists for black people. You pretended racism didn't exist for you or your Latino community either. You truly believed that if you backstabbed your own people hard enough, if you spewed white supremacist talking points hard enough, demonized black and brown people, and played the obedient mouthpiece, you'd win their approval. You didn't just ignore racism, you became a willing tool of it. You helped elect a white supremacist into power, fully aware of what he was. You thought proving your loyalty to whiteness would make you immune. Instead, you might just find yourself in alligator Alcatraz.
I just saw a video of Kamala Harris speaking, and holy freaking crap, we dodged a bullet. I mean,
you are the bullet. Your sick, pathetic obsession with earning white approval from people who openly despise your existence helped push this entire country toward collapse. You didn't just put yourself in danger, you dragged your entire community down with you. You sold out your own community, leaving women, children, and hardworking people to be hunted, brutalized, and criminalized by the very people you beg for acceptance from. You willingly volunteered to be a weapon against your own people. You are the bullet. Selfish Latinos like this will sacrifice everything for white approval and will only change their mind when they don't get that approval. They are not to be trusted because the second a Latino like this is offered a tiny scrap of white acceptance, he will backstab his own community again. He will degrade his own self again for those tiny scraps of white acceptance. There are too many in the Latino community who are still so indoctrinated to still assimilate to whiteness, and he is one of them.
Said a lot there. And we have some black folk that way. I ran across a video. I didn't. This guy is screaming at the top of his lungs. We are not a democracy. We are a what's the word to use? we are a constitutional, whatever we are. But anyway, so, and then the person, the Asian man, when it broke it down to him, and he's just like, idiot. But anyhow, so that's a fuck around and find out. You can go for yourself, go on idiot in the interest of time. But the other thing I wanted to say is, like, we have to find a way back to the middle, because some of these people that have fucked around and found out, we need them to elect the next sensible leader.
Right.
So don't close your ears and your eyes to your neighbor. Don't hate your neighbor. I know they had a temporary lapse in judgment, and fuck them.
Yeah.
You do like they do. Use them for their vote. Be nice to them until they vote. After they vote, fuck them. That's it. Join us in Patreon, www.patreon.com/MeltMediaMind2. I'm going to talk about Malcolm's post from yesterday, and we'll talk about how that got conflated. Mr. Franklin, respectfully, fuck Jorge. The deportation of his family members are signed by his hand. Yikes, Mr. Franklin. You are correct, though. There is no lie. Now, in the interest of time, let me go ahead and get moving. My other baby, these are all like my babies. The weekly rewind. Let's hit it. Dun, dun, dun.
Fuck around to find out is, oh my gosh, it is a doozy because it's real life, and I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know what is wrong with people. I don't like.
It's on that white lady.
No. It has something to do with Demon Slayer because it happened at the movie theater. You know what? I'm just gonna roll these two videos and we'll talk about it afterwards. I'm gonna roll this first one.
Was arrested yesterday at Demon Slayer Infinity Castle for splashing a child with his own fluids, and then was beat up by parents and arrested.
Thunder breathing. 7-4.
He has been identified. This is exactly what happened. He stood up and relieved himself. Now, a lot of people have been debating what that means in my comments. He relieved himself. I don't know how to make that more clear, but he turned and hit a child. Remember, this is a packed theater in Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Lots of kids there. So for him to even think, I'm going to stand up and relieve myself onto a child is absolutely insane. I don't know where our world is going at this point. But of course, every person in there was outraged, and they got him. And they got him good over and over and over again, and then dragged him out to the police, where he was arrested. I'm glad he was arrested. But there were people defending him in the comments section because children shouldn't be at Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. A man relieved himself onto a child. I don't care where it is. It was at Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, but like that's a justifying point? No. But what do you guys think about this? This is the update of the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle fluid spreader.
Okay, and then before we wait. Before we respond, we got one more video.
3 different angles of a guy getting his ass beat in a movie theater during the new Demon Slayer movie because he started pissing in the theater and ended up splashing some random kid and proceeds to get his ass beat by like 6-7 guys. All while Zenitsu is locking in with cinematic music playing in the background, bro. What the fuck is going on, bro? Yeah, I don't want my video taken down, so I don't know how much I can really show, but yeah, they whooping his ass.
God of fire and thunder.
What possesses?
Yeah. I cut it short because I cut it short because he talked about something. This wouldn't happen in a dub. It wouldn't happen if it was a sub theater. This would happen in a dub. Shut up, because I'm so tired of the dub versus sub arguments. I really am. But back to the main topic at hand. What possesses someone to just do that in the middle of a theater? I mean,
I had to give clarification because I thought it was a kid that did it at first.
No, it was an adult.
No.
It actually.
Man, fuck her. I don't care. She don't ever have a job. This bitch. Fuck. I'm over it.
Oh,
Ox
good.
says, I wish Zach Cherry won something for Severance for the chubby black dudes out there. But Jermaine, wasn't it Jermaine? What's his name? I don't know. Y'all need to check me before I get on this stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Tremel. That's his name, Tremel Tillman. But still very happy for Tremaine Tillman for the first black man to win the first Best Supporting Actor in a Drama. Yes. And it took me
Tillman is one
years. Yeah, it's and I really, really got into it. All right, go ahead, Malcolm. It's time for you to trigger me. Go ahead.
Well, let's see if I can start off. Let me just play one from NPR. I don't know if this will be. All right,
Forecasters say a storm produced 2 twisters in San Juan County in the span of an hour on Saturday. Authorities said no injuries were reported. Some of the biggest winners at last night's Emmy Awards in Los Angeles included the British crime drama Adolescence and the Hollywood comedy The Studio. NPR's Netta Ulaby has more.
The creator of The Studio, Seth Rogen, wore a distinctive brown velvet tuxedo. Audiences saw plenty of it as Rogen personally picked up awards for directing, writing, lead actor, and best comedy.
It's getting embarrassing.
The show's 13 wins were the most ever for a comedy series. The show Adolescence won 8 Best Drama in its category and 3 acting awards, including for Stephen Graham, who played the boy's father, and Owen Cooper, who played the boy. Actor Noah Wyle dedicated his win for the medical drama The Pit to real people who work in emergency rooms.
To anybody who's going on shift tonight or coming off shift tonight, thank you for being in that job.
The Pit also won an acting Emmy for star Catherine Lanasa and an Emmy for Outstanding Drama Series. Netta Ulaby, NPR News.
Yeah,
I love her name. I love her name, Malcolm. Hold on, Netta Ulaby.
Who will be? Yes, sister.
That's
That did not
that's
see
gonna be my new
Adolescence,
club.
but I understand that one was really good too.
I just started the second episode. I don't think it's gonna be your shit, but
I'm not watching
I
it.
know.
I-
No, it's very triggering and
Right. I
you know,
think the subject matter would be interesting if I were reading it. Like I'm not much more of a reader.
yeah. If it was in written form, perhaps.
Yeah.
All right. So as always, I gotta give equal time. So now we gotta see are the gays are okay.
And yet again, we're gonna say no.
This one, y'all remember two girls in a cup?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh no, please.
Well now I'm gonna give you 2 guys in a cup. But not what you're thinking. So
Con el vivo lo que nunca imaginé, con el cielo lo que antes no sentí.
Those Asians are so hot right now.
That is fucking nasty.
Those Asians in relationships are so hot right now. Because I saw I watched Wheel of Fortune yesterday, and they have a school teachers week in case y'all know. But this, I'm gonna say his name. He was on Wheel of Fortune. Ryan Richmond was the contestant that won. This motherfucker was so goddamn fine. I wanted to smack my computer screen, right? But he happened to win. So I was excited. I'm like, okay, who with him? Is a man, a woman? And this person comes out. I cannot tell. You know, they were really soft and yay, Ryan. You know, I mean, I was just like, this motherfucker looking like motherfucking, and you know, I'm like, oh, I cannot judge people. But go ahead. It was, but then it brought me back to remember last week we were talking about the Asian dude when he was the ugly one, and people were like not talking to him because he was the ugly one. I was like, now what is the dynamic in their relationship? And the fine dude was like, oh yeah, he was proud. I'm here with my dude. I was like, oh, you motherfucker.
You mean to tell me you're gonna sit up there and put a straw in some other motherfucker's mouth that probably sucked all kind of dicks and ate all kinds
That's his boo, though. I would assume that was his boo.
Well, yeah, they think it's cute. They think it's cute. They probably are boyfriends, and they're trying to do something new and cute. But here's my thing though. And it goes back to the age old thing about would you drink after somebody that you're, or would you drink after somebody you're dating, or
Yeah,
somebody
but not the
that,
straw, not the straw.
yeah, I get that, but it goes back to the whole thing where people were like, no, I'm not drinking after this person, but you don't put your mouth on every part of their body in their mouth.
Nah, but you know, I drink out the cup.
Drink after them, really?
They're looking for something that to belong to. Exactly. And so it's actually important that we don't let these people fall through the cracks. And so I'm interested in what your theories
you
are.
said you don't let them fall through the cracks.
Yeah, I'm saying that when you see one of your brothers out here in the mall smelling stinky
at the Target in the Febreze aisle.
In the Febreze aisle, you might want to be like, a good brother man and be like, hey, look.
They're not gonna shoot up me and my motherfucking little scooter from the Target. I'm not fucking with them kids. I'm not fucking with them little. Them
We'll
niggas
talk
is
about
the
it.
killer.
We'll talk about it on the other side. I'm gonna play this video. And,
Them
so I was thinking more, not kids. We're talking about like our
friends. Okay.
Our friends.
Yeah.
So this is just a quick PSA and rant. This is directed to big boys that are nerds, nerdy big boys. I like them. 1, you're already a big boy, awesome. 2, you're a nerd that adds personality. 3, you stink. Absolutely not. That's not fine. So I was at a card shop the other day. This sells like Pokemon singles, slabbed Pokemon cards, even graded PSA Pokemon cards, and Japanese pets. Really cool stuff. There were 2 big boys in there. Big boys, right? About my size, or one was actually bigger. They didn't really dress the best, but that's whatever. Dress however you want to be if you're comfortable, right? It's just a mall. Who cares? But they smelled like crap. You can smell them from 10 feet away. From a big boy to a big boy, we have to work harder, right? People already look down on us because we're fat, right? So please put some effort into your hygiene, right? If you haven't showered in 3 or 4 days, do a quick 10-minute shower before you go out to somewhere that's very social and public, right? I'm just saying, as a big boy, you know this too, you have to work harder. You have to dress nicer and smell better, or people will just be very, very petty because you're already fat, right? So if a skinny guy smells like crap and dresses awful, he'll get a lot less looks than a fat guy that dresses like crap and smells awful, right? I'm just saying this because I want you to have as much social opportunities as you can, so as many friends as you can make, dates, having good interactions in public, etc., instead of having nasty looks or people ghosting you after you meet them, etc., right? So please prove the stereotype wrong.
No, and I really do agree with him on this, is that the energy that he has about this, which is like a certain amount of compassion. Like, obviously this is gross. I don't want to be around you. You smell. And at the same time, it's like, look, it is bad for our community that you smell like this. Like, I need you to do better.
Up next, if you stayed this long, up next is Lorenzo Lowry talking about his fitness journey. And yeah. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, hello everyone, and welcome to Two Grooms in a Pod. In this segment, we're going to be talking to Lorenzo Lowry, who has been on a really fantastic, I want to say, impressive fitness journey. And I follow Lorenzo on social media, and I messaged him and I was like, hey, we would love to have you on the podcast because a lot of people want to know how to do it. Everyone's looking for the magic pill. So I figured we're going to do like a fitness kind of like, what do you call it? When it's like like we're going to do like a, what? When you're doing like,
segment?
Like a variety of them, like multiple, like a fitness segment, a fitness, we're gonna do a fitness theme, okay? So like various episodes we'll bring in somebody to talk about fitness and what it means to be fit, blah, blah, blah. So we're gonna start that off with Lorenzo. So Lorenzo, thank you so much for being here. How are you today?
I'm excellent. Thank you for having me. This is an honor.
Oh, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule. We know you are a busy bee between work and in the gym. Fill the people in just a little bit on what you feel comfortable with, who you are, what you do for a living. Because sometimes people will use that as an excuse for why they can and what they can't do. So it'd be interesting to hear a little bit about that there.
Okay. Hey, Lorenzo Lowry, that's my name. I work in Newport News, Virginia, at the shipyard, Huntington Ingalls. I'm a deck electrician specialist by day.
Oh.
And I work on nuclear reactors for submarines and aircraft carriers.
Oh, he's smart.
That's it. That's all you need to know. Everything else is confidential information. Okay. That's what I do by day.
Okay.
By night, I am a level 2 mixed fit instructor. Mixed Fit is a people-inspired dance fitness program that uses body weight toning. We listen and use all kind of music, and we focus on the core, and you don't have to get on the floor. It's fun. It's repetitive. The songs are popular music, and that's what I do. I sub at One Life gyms all over the Hampton Road area here in Virginia. So I love fitness, and it has to become a part of your life. My mantra is, how bad do you want it? And when you get to the point that you're willing to do anything to take care of this, that's when it starts up here, gets down here, and then it gets to here.
That made me a sandwich and everything. I did. I'm gonna tell you, I went in the kitchen and I got the bread.
Oh god!
Not kidding.
Oh, I made some delicious chicken salad sandwich from Publix.
Oh, that
I even
sounds
had it was delicious, and then I had time enough to have a Pop-Tart after that.
I'm gonna have to get me some of that. I don't
So-
eat bread though. That's interesting. Maybe I should get some bread. I don't know.
I
would just
don't
eat it
know.
out the bowl. I would.
Yeah, I mean, like it's good plain, but it's low key lunch, so I wanted to be full.
Yeah.
And I didn't have like a whole lot of it, so I just.
But yeah, their salads are good.
It's so good. It was so good. Dude with the fitness journey, I'm so glad to have Two Grooms in a Pod as a part of our lineup. Fridays, the magic hour of 7 p.m. Thank you, Shannon and Cream, the Digglers. I was gonna say his government. He gonna call me and be like, "Bitch, don't be saying my girl. Don't be saying my government."
I mean, he goes by that on the podcast, so I mean, it was
I know, but it's something about over here. He don't want us to use his.
Yeah.
So, and I get it. I'm like, okay, let me use them. Right, I wasn't trying to hear all that. So yeah, fitness. That's funny because I just started. Back on my fitness journey. And I'm fucking exhausted. I want to punch a baby constantly. I'm starving all the time. I sleep like an animal, like a hibernating bear. But it's worth it. I'm up to 3 days a week. I do about an hour and a half a day. I mean, at a certain age, it's really hard to get weight off. But it's worth it. It's really worth it. And like, I go to the Purple Gym, and I'm not trying to get them any free advertisement. And they're nice. It is a no judgment zone because there's some weird motherfuckers that be up in there. You'd be like, God damn, she 80 and lifting 300 pounds. Get it, granny. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And the Purple Gym where I go is across the street from my old folks' home. So I don't know how they get the scooters into the gym and how they get from the scooter to the machine, but God bless them. I'm just like, that is cool. I was in the kitchen getting my lunch when the piss story was being
yeah.
discussed.
So there's a movie out. A lot of anime people are out watching it, and for some reason, some guy decided to relieve himself right there in the theater, got it on some kids, and yeah, the parents whooped that butt.
I mean, do we know what made him?
No, I don't. I mean, Devon might have more information than I do. I don't know. It might have been incapacitated. You know, he might have been drinking or something. He might have been high. Who knows?
Okay,
like
well,
that,
yeah, some drugs involved. Okay, don't piss on people's kids. I don't care. It is not your job to say what's appropriate for somebody's kids, especially after they've been pissed on. Because he lucky somebody ain't turn around and just blow his goddamn face off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that is crazy.
That is crazy. Like, do you know the danger? Like, you don't know what his bodily fluid had in it. You know
That's
what I mean?
true. And you know, you mentioned him blowing somebody's head off. I mean, like, I hate to say it, but conservatives are literally begging people to like open carry, like they want more guns on the street and stuff like that. So yeah, I would not be surprised if somebody just ticked off the wrong person on the right day.
Yeah.
They might be facing some lead. So
listen,
you know.
I believe in the Second Amendment. I am a gun enthusiast, but you know, let's have sensible gun reform. Let's have, you know, everybody. Obviously, if you're gonna piss in a movie theater or defecate, whatever, we're not sure what he's done. But like, the problem with society in general is we have lost decorum. You know what I mean? And we have lost. Y'all talk for a second. I need to find my damn earphone. I just dropped it. God damn it! Hold on, I'll be right back.
No problem. Yeah, but I mean, I agree. Like, it was unnecessary. Just don't do it. I mean, I hate to say it, but people do say like that's the reason why I don't go to the theaters now, because people are just rude for no reason. People talking during the movie, got their phones out. Now they're peeing on your kids. Don't pee on people's kids. Don't do that. I promise you, there is a bathroom in every movie theater across the country.
Exactly.
Right.
They will let you use the facilities. You know,
Yeah,
at no
that's
extra
ridiculous.
charge.
I just don't know any good goddamn reason.
Right, other than being intoxicated.
Yeah, even intoxicated people will take the time to go to the bathroom. I don't even
Maybe
know
he
if
thought
that's
he was in the bathroom.
that had to be drugs. That's that motherfucker. That's drugs.
So you drugged out.
That's drugs. I don't care what nobody's that's that motherfucking crystal ass meth. This shit is dangerous. I'm just like, yo.
I mean, and anime movies are very colorful and stuff like that. So I can imagine somebody probably did some mushrooms or something, and in there tripping balls, looking at all the colors flying across the screen and stuff, and was probably just like, oh my god, you know. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know anything about that, but you're a slut. I guess you do, so it's okay. It's all right.
Only on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Only on Sundays and Wednesdays do you slut. Okay.
Part-time slut.
Part-time slut. All right. So, you know, and then, and Malcolm, you know, Wednesday, I don't know what to say about Wednesday. Like, I know that was interesting. You know what I mean? It was just interesting. Like, what are your takes on your topic? What because I don't know. Like, my whole thing was
I was just sort of like rethinking antisocial behavior as a cry for help.
Right, because you know, and I had to be careful what I said during the broadcast, because I know people that walk around, you know, big stinky or little stinky.
Yeah,
I know you don't have to be big to be stinky. Like, I know,
this is true.
I know.
He was thinking of it in terms of, you know, negative stereotypes about big people, but then I was also just kind of thinking about it as in, you know, people also who are depressed, you know, sometimes resort to harm and self-harm. And
now
there are warning signs of that.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think the self-neglect is
it's a warning sign. I think it is.
It's a warning
sometimes.
sign. It's a warning sign.
Yeah.
Well, just in case I did not mention, please tune in to both you guys' shows. The Bewitched Hour, 7 p.m. You, sir, in Tijuana are on Tuesdays, and you, sir, in the great state of Georgia are Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this very, very network. You can get Two Grooms on a part of Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow, my man, Thick will be live tomorrow, with the Blurred Council, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guess who ate and getting sleepy? I'm so black. As soon as you eat, you get sleepy. I get it. And then Malcolm and I will dazzle you on Monday at 3 p.m. with the Afternoon Delight, maybe.
Yes, I'm gonna try to do more comedy.
The Afternoon Delight. Hey, I love it. Tuesdays, 3 p.m. And I will be right back here next Saturday, weather permitting. I don't know. I'll be here. Saturday, sit down, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your viewing and listening pleasure. But of course, as we do, we have triggered you all show long. I'd like to send you on a high note. We got some funnies. I think they made me laugh. I don't know. Let's see if they make you laugh. Swag, what you got? I don't know. Comedy is subjective.
You guys know why Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday, right? Because, well, that's the day they grind up all the gay people to make the batter for the biscuits. They're so good! And they take homosexual semen, and that's what that orange sauce. Delicious.
That's funny.
Absolutely. How many do we have? 2, 3?
I don't know what it is. I just like the guy.
Some of his ideas seem a little out there, but I like that he's looking towards solutions.
He's definitely not PC.
So why do I support Trump? 3 words. Good at business.
A message from racists for Donald Trump.
Yeah. God, that tore me up. I had to watch that. Somebody's had to watch 3 or 4 times. We have time for a couple more. Go ahead, Swag.
Drop it coming, 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 drop it coming.
Oh my bad. I went right back to my old ways.
Right.
I was in the gym the other day. I was like, my knee is killing me. Then I ran across. I was like, that's why I was booty popping in 1996. Yeah,
trying to drop it like it's hot.
Listen, I was 23. Yeah, in 1996, I was 23. I was getting it. It was cool. All right, one more, please, for the room.
I really don't understand.
You couldn't. How you gonna fucking yell at me and you pissed on me? Thank you.
Mocha, if you don't get the fuck off my couch, I'm going to beat you.
You don't get the fuck off? Are you fucking kidding me? Did you forget that you're black?
Do your shit. Stop. Get your ass over here. Trying to go out there with them damn ducks. Hurry up. I'm about to whoop you too. Let's go.
Look at this. How in the hell did you get way up there? You got to be kidding me.
Boom. Boom. Alright.
Yeah, I go to my grandma's house while her dog eating play this spaghetti. I gave my dog a haircut and I fucked him up. He's just looking at me.
Ever since you have got them ponytails on top of your head, when you went and got your haircut, you have been acting like you have not been.
Daquan. I was making sure you knew your middle name.
Deuce.
You know your name! Oh my gosh!
That's funny.
I thought that was super cute.
That's
super
good.
cute. Now, do me a favor, tune in to Patreon, www.patreon.com/MailMediaMind2. Can I get the song? Because I miss Cream. Can I get the song?
Patreon.com with Mail Media Mind.
Can we get a gay man up in here? Amen, amen. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in each and every Saturday. Yeah, its audiences are getting huge. Thank you. And we just peep in and peep out. Appreciate that. Wait, tune in next Saturday. I'll be here 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Think we'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Tune in. It's a rip-roaring good time. Malcolm and I will see you Monday. Swag will see you Tuesday. Malcolm will see you again on Wednesday. Thursday, we forgot to plug the Thursday throwback. Until Cream gets back, we're running a Thursday throwback on Thursdays for your viewing pleasure. We're clipping together some things and just showing you there. And Friday, of course, we are fortunate enough to be able to re-air the Two Grooms in a Pod. Totally good, delicious entertainment. All right, come on over to Patreon. Let's go. Peace.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Saturday Sit Down with your host, the talented Mr. Drayton. Your one-stop shop for the best conversation that you don't want to miss. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share.